Yes, sir.
So, uh, uh, chloroplast. Let's talk about the chloroplast. Chloroplast. Uh, chloroplast is actually what, because it is also a subcellular structure like mitochondria or some other structures, but this structure is very much specific to plants
Yes, sir.
because chloroplast is directly involved in the
Photo-
synthesis of glucose, or it is involved in photosynthesis. So that's why it is a very crucial part of the plant cell, right?
Yes, yes.
So most of the time, the size of this chloroplast is about 8 to 10 micrometers.
Okay, sir.
8 to 10
Microwave.
micro, right? And another character that is very much similar to the mitochondria, that is double membrane structure, because we have already categorized all the structures which are present in the cell. So it is double membrane structure. Double membrane
Yes, sir.
is double membrane structure. So the structure is actually like this. We can have a structure is like we can draw a rough. So double membrane hai. Forget about this one.
Yes, sir.
Uh, there okay, let me wait a second. So let me draw a structure.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So here we have a structure like this. Yes, I'm bringing that. I'm getting the complete. That is not here. So like this. So there's I just actually trying to show you a double membrane structure
ओके
like
सर।
this. So
सर
then
जी आप
internal.
लैपटॉप पे करते हैं?
नो इट्स टैबलेट यार, टैबलेट है वो थोड़ा सा ना उस पे इशू होता है समटाइम्स, उसमें लाइट नहीं है ना, तो
जी
आई
सर।
कैन नॉट,
सर जी
इट्स
इसका वो
नॉट
एक वो ऐप भी नहीं होता?
ऐप फॉर व्हाट?
सर
यस ऐप भी है।
वो उस ऐप पे ज़्यादा बेटर नहीं होता, वो बोर्ड की तरह ही होता है। बाकी मैं ऑनलाइन क्लासेस लेता हूँ, उस ऐप भी होते हैं तो वो ज़रा इजी भी होता है।
कौन सी है, कौन सी ऐप है?
सर वो मैं आपको पता कर दूंगा, फिर आज ये केमिस्ट्री क्लास में सर से
किस
पूछ के आपको बता दूँ।
किस पे शेरोज साहब के पास है?
हाँ जी।
कौन यूज करता
सर शरोज भी वही यूज़ करते हैं मेरे ख्याल में।
है? नहीं, व्हाइट बोर्ड तो इस पे भी हो सकता है ना, व्हाइट बोर्ड जो है ना इसकी जो ऐप पे भी शेयर्ड हो सकता है। मैं चूंकि स्लाइड्स इसलिए यूज करता हूँ कि कॉमन फिर हमको वो चेंज करना पड़ता है, आई डोंट नीड टू रेज, वो भी मैं कर लूंगा। हम ना व्हाइट बोर्ड भी यूज कर लें, वो मैं उस पर यूज करता रहूँ, टैबलेट मेरे पास ही था जो शेयर साहब के पास है, तो खैर वो मैं उस पर भी ऑनलाइन बच्चों को पढ़ा रहा था, तो उस पर डायरेक्टली ये है कि आप जो है ना, ये अब चूंकि सेपरेट टैबलेट है, सो आई हैव टू राइट ऑन इट। वहां पे तो सिंपली वहां तो हम लिखते ही उसके ऊपर थे ना, सो
यस।
पेन यूज ही बोर्ड के ऊपर डायरेक्टली होता था।
यस सर।
इसमें ये है कि वो टैबलेट यूज करना होता है, बट वो भी ये मेरे ख्याल में ज्यादा अच्छा है थोड़ा सा। समटाइम्स जरा अगर इसकी हैंडलिंग ठीक हो ना, तो ये आई थिंक इट्स बेटर ऑप्शन। सो मैंने वो भी यूज किया है। सो आई ट्राई नेक्स्ट टाइम कि वाइट बोर्ड भी हम शेयर करेंगे उसको देख।
उस पे सर ये ना जरा इसमें टाइम कंज्यूम ज़्यादा हो जाता है, वो सिंपल से सामने सामने से सब कुछ हो जाता
अनदर थिंग इज कि आप उसको रेज कर लें और चला लें उसके बाद।
है।
हाँ
हाँ।
वो भी वो कर लें। वो फिर हम सर उसको मूव कर लेते हैं ऊपर नीचे इजीली, तो
यस
हमें वो रेस करने में टाइम नहीं हमारा लगता है।
यस सर।
ओके सो हियर हम देख लेते हैं जी कि यहाँ पे अंदर कुछ स्टैक्स हैं लाइक दिस। ये
यस सर।
हमने कहा था कि देर आर सम granular structures, a granum are present inside. So actually, all these coins like structures, they are collectively called gran.
यस सर।
Gran. Right. So there is a circular DNA also present inside. Remember, it is all these things are present inside of this matrix here,
यस
not
सर।
under, because I have made some more space in the brain, but it's not too much. So keep in mind, this is the matrix in which all the thing that is some lipid droplets are also present here. I'm
सर
telling
आपकी
it both
आवाज़
sides.
कट रही है।
Lipid droplet. So this one is actually okay. अब ठीक है।
अब ठीक है। अब ठीक।
भी बस 2-3 मिनट रहते हैं, लाइट भी आ जाएगी। मैं डेटा पे यूज कर रहा हूँ, शायद इसलिए इशू है।
जी सर।
Anyway, so this is circular structure which is present inside of this matrix, that is DNA.
यस सर।
So there is a structure which is also present inside, like uh, here some stacks are present. These are coin-like structures like this. So there is a structure that combines or join these two stacks like this. Let me draw with other thing.
यस सर।
So like this. This is a line that actually show you another thing. There is a specific structure which is called stromal lamella. Stromal lamella. And what it is doing here, it is actually combining or joining these two stacks which are present inside the matrix. So one of this coin is called thylakoid.
यस सर।
Thylakoid. And when all these coins are piling up on each other and to form a structure, that is called granum. When they pile up and to form a structure, that is called granum. So a single coin is actually thylakoid. So
ओके।
this thylakoid itself, has a membrane that is called
thylakoid।
thylakoid membrane. Got it?
यस सर।
So there are some ribosomes as well which are present inside.
यस सर।
Because as we have talked about, uh, mitochondria have their own DNA, their own both of these subcellular structures inside. So what does it mean? Have capability to change, but some proteins which are very much essential inside the, yes, they are mostly synthesized by using the DNA which is present inside here, that is a circular DNA, and the second thing is ribosomes are present. So
Yes, sir.
this empty space, or this space in which all these structures are present, that is called
Matrix.
stroma.
Oh, stroma. Yes, sir.
Stroma. What is
Yes.
stroma? It is stroma. So now this one is, you can categorize it, it is outer
Okay,
membrane, and this one is I'm writing here. So this one is
remember.
inner. So this is all about the structure of this uh, chloroplast. So now another thing is, uh, you must have the clear concept of this. There are two types of reactions which will take place in case of photosynthesis. If you
Dependent
have an
and
idea about the A2 as
light
well. So
dependent and
uh,
light dependent.
yes, light reaction we can say, and dark reaction.
Yes,
Light and
dark reaction.
dark. So yes. So now the question is where these two types of uh, reactions are taking place. That we need to
Thyroid
understand
membrane and
where these two
stroma.
structures and the stroma. So, but which one will be in the stroma and which one will be in the thyroid? So, this is what we need to differentiate.
लाइट इंडिपेंडेंट सर स्ट्रोमा में होगा और थाइलाकॉइड में डिपेंडेंट होगा.
लाइट इंडिपेंडेंट कहाँ होगा? स्ट्रोमा में होगा.
स्ट्रोमा
Okay.
में.
So it means dark reaction is taking place in stroma.
स्ट्रोमा.
Dark reaction is taking place in
स्ट्रोमा.
stroma. The there is no light which is required. So it is light. Here is,
यस सर.
हाँ जी, क्या हुआ? Why you disconnected? User issue हुआ. Okay.
सर मैं
Okay.
डिस्कनेक्ट हुआ था.
मेरा ख्याल है बट अब ठीक हो जाएगा होपफुली. नाउ अब हम इसको करते हैं. मेरे ख्याल से तो वो कुछ नहीं है. इसमें अच्छा जी. सो ये तो थी डिस्कशन कि ये कहाँ कहाँ ये रिएक्शन. अच्छा, एक another important concept here that we need to discuss, that is endosymbiotic theory. You must know about this as well. Endosymbiotic theory. Endosymbiotic theory. Do you know about this? What it is?
इसका कोई और नाम है सर जी?
एंडोसिम्बियोटिक का और कोई नाम नहीं है, सेम यही हम यूज करते हैं. एंडोसिम्बियोटिक थ्योरी जो है, इट इज स्पेसिफिकली फॉर माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया एंड chloroplast, because up till now we have studied two main structures, mitochondria and chloroplast, and they have very unique character. And that character is to have the DNA and as well as uh, ribosomes. So there is no organelle which is present inside of the cell that has both of these structures, both of these entities, like that is DNA and ribosome. So this is the very much unique character. So now the scientists are trying to understand that why it is, why these only these two structures which are present inside the cell, they have ribosomes and DNA. So there was a question in their mind. So uh, they discovered in about 1960s that mitochondria and chloroplast both contains 70s ribosomes and circular DNA, and it is very much same that is also present in bacteria. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Because we have studied about this in prokaryotes and eukaryotes.
Yes, sir.
70s ribosome was present only in bacteria.
Yes, sir.
80s ribosome was present in eukaryotes, right? In
Yes.
eukaryotic singular, unicellular and multicellular organisms. Now, there is much similarity of these two structures and bacteria. Got it? So this was the indication. Now, the scientists, they have proved that mitochondria and chloroplast are actually those ancient or archaic bacteria
Yes, sir. Hello.
The
हेलो।
हाँ जी, जी जी बेटा, ये आई डोंट नो क्यों डिस्कनेक्ट हो रहा है। आपका स्टेबल है इंटरनेट?
यस सर।
ओके चलो। अच्छा, एंडोसिम्बियोंट थ्योरी की मैं आपसे बात कर रहा था कि व्हाट इट इज। एंडोसिम्बियोंट थ्योरी इज एक्चुअली this concept is initiated from this fact that how eukaryotes how eukaryotes evolve
ओके सर।
evolve, or you can say how eukaryotes come into being.
ओके सर।
So this was the question in the mind of the scientists who were in 1960s. So they thought that this eukaryotic cell is actually formed. Let me give you a statement of this theory, because we were discussing endosymbiotic theory. You need to just focus on this term as well. Symbiont,
ओके सर।
symbiotic. Endo mean what? We use this word endo.
एंड
It means
एंटरिंग।
inside.
यस सर।
Inside. Got it? Inside are normally endo, exo, like this we use them. Symbiotic is a relationship, symbiotic relationship, symbiosis. It is the relationship in an organism. Inside, let me write it. Inside in an organism. Symbiotic relationship is actually the relationship in which two organisms are interdependent. Two organisms are living together
ओके सर।
with some relationship. They may be mutualistic relationship. It means one organism is getting benefit from the other one, and other one is also getting benefit somehow from uh, the former one. Like if one is getting food from the other, it is possible that other may also provide some shelter.
यस
So
सर।
there is a relationship which is mostly it is a relationship which is present in bacteria and more specifically in invertebrates, and it is also present in some bacterial strains as well as in plants. So I'm not going in that detail. Algae and fungi in the form of lichens. So they have some mutualistic relationship with each other. So the scientists are saying eukaryotes evolved through the process. Eukaryotes evolved through the process where different types of free living prokaryotes became incorporated inside the large prokaryotic cell. Are you getting this point?
सर रिपीट कर सकते हैं?
What I'm saying, eukaryotes are formed from prokaryotes. This is the one point that we can say. I'm just giving you, making you understand like this. Uh, for example, we have we have a large prokaryotic cell like this, right? So there are some small prokaryotic cells were also present. Small prokaryotic cell.
यस
So
सर।
like uh, this is another one. So this is another one. All these are prokaryotes. What is the difference in all of these prokaryotes? The difference is of size.
यस
This
सर।
one is larger one. For example, this is another prokaryote. like this. So the scientists, they are believing that endosymbiotic theory is the sort of theory in which these small prokaryotic cells, they entered into the larger prokaryotic cell, like this, right?
Yes,
This
sir.
is also prokaryotic, this is also prokaryotic, but this is also, the difference is of size. So these two structures getting in into the larger prokaryotic cell, and as a result, they form, I'm showing here like this. This is one structure, right? So this may also be another structure, like it is one of the structures here. In this case, I can show you this is of some animal cell. This may be some plant cell. They both become what? Eukaryotic. Now you cannot say them prokaryote.
Yes,
These two
sir.
cells are eukaryotic because smaller prokaryotes, smaller bacteria, they entered into these two major cells. For example, in case of animal cell, the bacteria which was entered into the cell, now it is called mitochondria. So it means, according to scientists,
Yes,
they
sir.
were they were saying this mitochondria was a bacterial cell in the ancient time and the primitive time, right? It was the bacterial cell. And this bacterial cell is incorporated into the larger prokaryotic cell, right?
Yes, sir.
And becomes the part of its structure. You can say it is now the part of the cell. So now we call that bacterial cell, which was entered in the prehistorical time when the evolution was carried on. Right now, like today that we are seeing the evolved and diversified organisms. So there was a time we call that time primitive time. At that time, when cells were evolving, when living organisms were evolving at that time, prokaryotic, small prokaryotic cells, they enter into the larger ones and they form a eukaryotic cell. So this is a question that we mostly uh, get the answer, like how eukaryotes are formed from prokaryotes. So this is a question in our mind, how eukaryotes are evolved. So scientists are giving this uh, answer that the eukaryotic cell is actually formed from prokaryotic cells. When small prokaryotic cells, they enter into the larger prokaryotic cell and they form a eukaryotic cell. And that is of one is animal eukaryotic cell, another one is plant eukaryotic cell. And here what it is called, what should I call it? It is a plant cell. But what it is, this bacterial cell now which is inside of this larger one, we
Yes,
should call
sir.
it what?
Uh,
What should I, is
uh,
it not chloroplast?
yes, sir. Chloroplast.
Chloroplast was somewhere in the history, it was a bacterial cell, but it was very small, right? And this cell entered into the larger cell of prokaryote or another bacteria which was larger in size. So with the passage of time, that bacterial cell becomes the part of the larger cell. Now the question is why this bacterial cell enter into the cell, into the larger ones. What was the reason? What do you think?
Uh,
For some, for food, for shelter or for food.
okay.
Definitely, there was some reason to get it. No?
Yes,
So
sir.
that reason was actually to get some food from the cell. But you just we can say that these small cells trapped inside the larger ones, right?
Yes, sir.
So again, I'm repeating the statement of the endosymbiotic theory. Endosymbiotic theory are stated that eukaryotes evolved through the process
Yes, sir.
whereby different types of free living prokaryotes became incorporated inside the larger prokaryotic cell and eventually developed into mitochondria chloroplast. Are you getting this point?
Yes, sir.
And as simply I have told you that the small eukaryotic cells they enter into the larger ones and become the part of that large cell, and that large cell is now what we call eukaryotic cell. Once it was the prokaryotic cell, right?
Sir.
So this is all about the endosymbiotic theory. You
Okay,
don't
sir.
need enough detail, but here you just need to understand
Yes, sir.
these two organelles. This is an indication why we are saying this. Why scientists are saying this, that this is an these were the bacteria in the history. The reason was very simple. These are the only two organelles which have their own DNA and protein, their own DNA and ribosomes. And I think this is the only the character of an independent organism. Any independent living organism that may have the DNA and that may have the ribosomes, because DNA is required uh, to synthesize the protein by using the ribosomes, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
because ribosome is the factory of that. So this was the actually concept about it. So I think we have only 3 minutes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Uh, how much we have further to discuss? Hmm. Okay. Yes, we have some concepts more to need to discuss. Anyway, tomorrow I think we should start A2,
Okay, sir.
or because, but no, I think it's not good. Tomorrow I will take another class on this AS and give you some uh, worksheet. We will discuss kind of, but still there are many topics here. What should we look at? Eukaryotes and some. There are some questions that we will discuss. Anyway, tomorrow I think we should discuss a worksheet, right, of this AS, and from Monday I think we should divide the time. It's up to you. What do you think?
Sure, sir.
Should we start? Should we start A2 tomorrow?
सर जैसे दिल है, अगर आप कहते हैं तो A2 नेक्स्ट वीक से स्टार्ट कर लेंगे, अगर
हाँ,
आपने
मैं भी
फिर।
ये कह रहा था क्योंकि मुझे आज ही उसने कोऑर्डिनेटर ने बताया कि आप दोनों सब्जेक्ट्स को लेके चलो.
यस
और
सर।
आई वाज थिंकिंग दैट के क्लासेस विल बी आई मीन डिफरेंट, कि आप ए भी पढ़ाएंगे, एएस भी पढ़ाएंगे, ए टू भी पढ़ाएंगे, और वो क्लास एक ही है और एक ही के अंदर आप जो है वो मैनेज करें. तो फिजिक्स भी ए एस और ए टू दोनों पढ़ रहे हैं कि फिजिक्स एक ही पढ़ रहे
फिजिक्स सर जी बस A2 ही पढ़ रहा हूँ।
हैं? ओके, ऑलराइट, चलें ठीक, इट्स फाइन. टुमारो हम जो है वो इसी को प्रोसीड करेंगे और इसमें कुछ हम वर्कशीट डिस्कस कर लेंगे, बिकॉज टुमारो इज फ्राइडे, इज इट?
यस सर।
ओके, सो देन Saturday, Sunday will be off. So on Monday, then we'll see the next topic. All right. ठीक है, और इट्स फाइन.
सर
आपने
ओके।
एंडोसिम्बियोटिक थ्योरी को देख लेना, और ये जो ऑर्गेनल्स हैं, मैं तो आपसे ये भी कहूँगा, इफ़ यू वांट टू चेक के ये जो आपके पास फर्दर गोल्जी ऑपरेटर्स है, लाइसोसोम्स हैं और सेंट्रियोल्स हैं, अब ये बहुत छोटे छोटे कॉन्सेप्ट्स हैं. इसको तो वैसे एक लेक्चर के अंदर भी खत्म किया जा सकता है. ये दो मेन आपके माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया क्लोरोप्लास्ट पे आपका थोड़ा सा कॉन्सेप्ट ठीक होना चाहिए. उसके बाद देन प्रोकैरियोट्स यूकैरियोट्स को हमने एक दफ़ा डिस्कस कर लिया है. अभी इसमें भी हम कुछ मेन और चीज़ें भी देख लेंगे. और बट स्टिल दिस चैप्टर हैज सम टॉपिक्स लाइक जो ऑर्गेनेल्स को हमने फर्दर डिस्कस कर लिया. फिर वी विल टॉक अबाउट द वर्कशीट. बट मैं देखूंगा कल हम जो है एक तो आई विल ट्राई कि बायोमेट्री का एक कॉन्सेप्ट डिस्कस कर लें और एक आध ऑर्गेनल हम डिस्कस कर लें. फिर एट 10 15 जो हमारे पास मिनट्स बचेंगे उसमें विल ट्राई टू डिस्कस वर्कशीट. ओके.
और सर ओके सर।